So we, like I said, we set it to the side. So now we're gonna move into the pupusas. 100% full disclaimer once again.
This is made just for fun.
This is made just for fun. This is my recipe. I'm not claiming to say it's authentic pupusas. This is my style of making pupusas. We love them, we enjoy them, and they're really, really good. So I definitely recommend that you guys make this recipe. Super easy, guys. You can find all this in the store. Ingredients for the pupusas, Bella.
You go first.
Okay. So for the masa, we're going to be using Maseca. You can buy already prepared masa in your marquetas, pero I don't recommend. Just try this recipe, guys, and you're going to like it. For the masa, we're going to be using Consomé and corn oil. So this is for the masa. Then we're going to have our filling, which is, and water, of course. For the filling, we're going to have cheese pupusas, and then we're going to have chicharrón con queso. You can find chicharrón. You can find chicharrón en tus marquetas where they sell the queso fresco and stuff like that. You see that, tiene chicharrón molido, and they'll give you this. What I like about the grocery stores, like your local stores, Mexican grocery stores, they actually have the mixture of chicharrón con like bell pepper, tomate, cebolla, and that's what you want. That's what you want to look for. If it does not have the mixture in there, it's okay. You can just cut up some bell pepper, some tomate, cebolla, and then just mix it all in when you're putting the queso. For the queso, I do my queso stuffing with some butter. Everything with butter tastes better. And a little bit of garlic salt with parsley. This, Lori, is the bomb. Don't put too much though, because then it's going to get really, really salty, especially because your butter is salty if you're not using real authentic butter. You're using butter. Blue bonnet, it's 40 calories per tablespoon, and it's made out of, hold on.
31% vegetable oil spread.
Yes, so that's what you want. This one is super soft, and it's easy to mix whenever you're mixing it with your cheese, because you want to incorporate the butter with your cheese. So this is brand new. I'm going to open it. Bella, you're going to help me make the mixture for the cheese, and also mix in the chicharrón con queso while I do the masa.
Okay.
Deal? Actually, we need a spoon. Go grab a spoon, mommy. Yeah.
Regular spoon or like a big one?
Just a regular spoon. So yeah, we were not fully prepared, so I'll take a spoon. My producer is exhausted. We're exhausted, but we're hungry. So we're gonna eat some real good food. Thank you very much. So now open up the cheese. We're gonna put about 2 of your house tablespoons. This is super soft. That's why I like using this kind of butter for this. I like the spread to use like when you're eating toast or something like that, like a grilled cheese. Pero feel free to use the full 100% butter. You just have to leave it out for a while so it could be soft, and it's going to be easy to mix with your actual cheese. So while she opens the cheese, I'm going to open the chicharrón. Yes, mommy. Put like 3 handfuls. 3 handfuls. And I'm going to put the chicharrón in this bowl here. I'm just going to get a little bit, because remember, we're mixing this with some cheese. And then put 2 handfuls of cheese here. In my household, which ones are your guys' favorite? Pupusas?
I like the queso.
The queso, yeah. So we're probably going to do a lot of the queso mixture, because they love the chicharrón. She's looking at me over there, she's like, I know. So she just put 2 handfuls there. We're going to start with 3 handfuls of the cheese with the butter, so she can kind of mix it up. And you're just going to do like
a little sprinkle.
There we go. Start mixing it in, massage it. Make sure you massage it in real good with the butter. Make it melt. It has to be like, kind of like a paste. Yeah, like a paste. That's the consistency we're looking for. So, meantime, let me get to work on the masa. I got this one at Sam's Club. This one is kind of like a restaurant level mixing bowl, but a lot of people use it for baking, for stuff like that. I like it for my masa. So I'm gonna get my packet of masa, and this is almost full, to be honest, guys. And I use some of this for a different recipe, so I left this little thingamajig in there. I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm gonna pour the whole bag. This is like 3/4 of that of masa. So pour it all in your big mixture bowl, because if you have leftover masa, you can actually do quesadillas, you can do pupusas in the next day. Just, in my house, they eat a whole bunch of pupusas when I make pupusas. So throw that out. And for flavor on the masa, I like to use the chicken bouillon. I use 2 tablespoons. So we'll do 2 tablespoons of Maseca, knorr. This is a secret ingredient. This is what makes your masa taste good. Authentic Salvadorian recipe. I'm pretty sure they don't do this. I don't know how they do their masa, but I can tell you this is how I do it, and it tastes real good. Like, no matter what you make with this, it's real good. You're also going to be using a little bit of oil. Corn oil preferred, because you're dealing with corn masa, right? And I'm going to use the actual measuring thingamajig from the Consomé, and then I'll just wash it afterwards. And I'll do the same amount. I'll do 2 tablespoons. Just sprinkle it all over. This helps your masa not to be too dry, and then when you're cooking it in your comal, it doesn't stick to the comal. It's not a lot of oil, and I definitely recommend. If you feel that you need a little bit more, go ahead.
Is this thick?
Oh yes, now you can put more cheese in it and continue mixing. Hold on, let me help you. It's actually got it all. Can you handle it? Mm-hmm. Okay. She's such a good helper, guys. And her hands are like so dry. Tiny and dry. She got eczema. Alrighty. So I'm using like my Mr. Coffee. This is 12 cups of water, cold water. So we're just gonna start pouring it. I might need a little bit more of this, but when you're pouring it, pour it around. Keep a little bit out. I took off my rings. Let me actually take off some of my bracelets, because this is anti-hygienic. Si no lo vamos a llenar de masa. I'm just going to leave the ones that I cannot take out. I'm mixing more than anything with this one, so I'm just going to put this. I've had this pulsera since Ayudita, how many years ago? 3 years ago, and guys, I take a shower with it, everything, and I still have it. It just reminds me of the beach, you know. Hi, John. You hungry? Yeah? I'm gonna make pupusas. You want some? Cheese or carne? Carne? Okay. Perfect. I'll make you some right now.
Hold on, bloopers. Chuck, you look messed up. You have to get out of that.
Okay, guys. So you mix like 8 cups of water in here with the Maseca, and then just make sure you start mixing it slowly.
Like 12.
No, it's 8 because there's 4 left. And then once you mixed in that water, you want to pour in the remainder of your water. I'm gonna ask my video producer to give me more, because I have a feeling we're gonna use more. I don't have the exact measurements of how much water you need for the Maseca. Feel free to follow the instructions in the packet. When I'm doing this, I normally eyeball it. Cold water, mommy. I eyeball it, mix it all in, continue mixing it. I know when my masa is ready, when it starts like farting. I know it sounds gross. But when you put in your hands and your fingers and you just like grab it, it farts. TBH. So it starts farting. Thank you. See, you have a lot of the masa still dry, so you know you need more water. Is this good, Mom? That's perfect. Now you can mix the chicharrón. You can move on to
Can I wash
it.
my hands?
You don't have to, it's just cheese. Your hands were clean anyways. Yes, and you know, I have really sensitive skin too. Like Bella has eczema. I have, you know, like dry skin sometimes. But
Can you pull up my sleeve?
Blooper.
Oh, blue.
Blooper. I am never allowed onto
Okay,
this
my
film. Do you have a liga? Do you have a liga?
I don't know.
Hold
This
on.
is a blooper, okay?
Don't say anything important, Mom.
We have to cut this out of the video.
Blooper. No, I'm putting your hair up because I'm so done with you.
But you need to take off my glasses.
I'm almost done, guys.
Hold on.
Okay, so I'm continuing to massage and mix in the masa. If you have sensitive hands, like I mentioned, or you got nails, just use your fist and massage the masa in there. I've used about a lot of water. What's that call it? TBH. I don't know. I'm putting a little bit more water because I don't like my masa to be dry, and then it's creamy, and then it stays raw inside.
What
I just
happened?
made
Where'd
it.
it go?
I don't know. But kind of massage it in with your fist. Mix it all. There we go. Can you hear the party? You can actually start hearing the party. Can you hear the party?
Yeah.
That's what you want. You want your masa to get to a point where it starts party.
It has too much gas.
Yeah. Just try this.
Gastritis.
Just try this. The masa has
Go
good.
back to the video.
Okay, so we're back. I'm still massaging the masa. Give it some love and attention and affection.
Is it done?
This is tiring, to be honest with you, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. What I like about cooking, it's not like I eat a whole bunch of pupusas. Maybe I do some work in there, but I like cooking for my family and I like them enjoying my meals. So that's the whole point, you know. When you're cooking for your loved ones, that's what matters. Because how many pupusas do you eat?
Like, if we eat it like from the first day when they're first made and then the day after, probably like 10. 10?
I'd probably eat like 4.
Maybe like 7 or 10. Is this good?
That looks perfect. Thank you very much. So we can leave that on the side. So I'm done mixing it in the bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my tabla. Make sure your tabla is clean. I know we used this for the curtido earlier, but we wiped it down, we cleaned it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put it over here. Your masa should look like this. It sounds
Kind of some hollow.
hollow. Yes, that's what you want. That's the word I was looking for. So let me remove this situation.
Can I go wash my hands?
Yes. So go ahead and mix. Give it some love. When you have it in the tabla, it's gonna spark too. That's the point that you want. You don't want a lot of pieces falling apart. You kind of want it all to mix it together, get into a little ball. You just don't want the dry masa in there somewhere. I don't see any dry masa in there. And when I kind of like put it all together, sticking with each other, it's being, you know, nice and, you know, like this. What can I call this? Like, I don't know, sticking with each other. So once your masa is in this consistency and it's not thick, it sounds hollow, it's ready. You're ready to work with it. So we'll just keep it here for the sake of the video. And we're gonna start prepping to make some pupusas. I already heated up my comal. I have 2 comals running in medium heat. I want them to be super hot. We have the mixture from Bella. The water, we're not gonna need any more. So we have these 2 mixtures. We're gonna open up some space here so we can actually start making the pupusas and throwing them in the comal, okay? BRB. I am back. So the trick about making the pupusas, normally I would use parchment paper, kind of use it like this. And I could probably use this little piece, or Bella, you can use this little piece because you're going to start a little bit more than I will, you know? No? So you can use this one. A lot of people make it, I can definitely make that like that, but it's more tiring. I'm not gonna spend all my energy doing that. I wanna make it quick. Vámonos rapidito, comal, cooking, vámonos. So we're gonna give this little piece to Bella. And please, excuse my nails, it has masa, but I'm gonna still continue to work with masa, so I don't really worry about that right now. I'm gonna throw this away. If you do not have parchment paper, another trick is eggs. I make sure that my bags are clean before I even save them, because I don't want. A way to use your bag, you know how you have your bags like this? This is a Target bag. I'm gonna grab a cuchillo. The handles on the side, and then here where it's your actual little fold, slit it. Split that bag. Does that sound rude?
Kind of. It sounds like you're about to kill someone.
I'm killing this babe. Okay, so you slit it, just like that.
That's not proper. You cut it.
Like I said, you're gonna grab your bag, you're gonna cut the handles, you're gonna cut the sides, and then you're gonna go ahead and open it like this. You can choose to use the whole bag, but to be honest with you, I don't really like to use the whole entire bag. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it in half. So with your cuchillo, just go ahead and cut the bag in half. If you don't have any bags, you can use some, saran wrap. Can you throw this one? Thank you. Some saran wrap or anything that you can use, something that is plastic, that's going to help you kind of move things around and when you're doing the pupusas. And you'll see the whole entire purpose of it right now. So once you have your bag, it's going to look something like this. Something like this. I'm going to use this side. Then I'm going to go ahead and fold it when I'm making the pupusas, okay? You want a flat area so you can kind of work with the pupusas. And I'll show you how right now. So this is what you got. You just have a piece of plastic paper, and then Bella, show them what you got. Yeah. Fold it in half. Perfect. So let's get to making the pupusas. We have this ready. I'm going to get some masa.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so get a little bit of masa. You want to work with what you can handle in your hand. So make a little ball in the palm of your hand. Yes. And then you want this little pointy part to be like this, And then you're going to take that little pointy part out, put it back in the masa, press it down, and you're going to stuff it. You're going to stuff it with your chicharrón. You want queso or chicharrón? Okay, I'll do the chicharrón once you do the queso one. So that once you stuff it like this, you're going to close it. You're going to start closing, kind of like if you're making a dumpling, even though I haven't never made a dumpling, but I can just think that that's how they make the dumpling. And then once you're closing it, go ahead and roll it around in your hand again. Once you roll it around, go ahead and place it on the top of your parchment paper or your bag. Kind of make it round, cover it, and then just move it around with your palm. Make sure that the center, the filling that you have, kind of is distributed in all your pupusas. Because you want this to cook quick, but you also want it to cook evenly. And it should look something like this. Yes, good job, Ella. We're gonna go ahead and put them in our comal. Okay, so you transfer your pupusa into your hot comal. Here we have two. We're gonna be doing the cheese ones in the back and then the actual chicharrón con queso in the front. So follow me. We're gonna make it. Okay, so Bella's taking out the pupusas, and I actually already have some. Oh, Bella! I have some served. under the presentation. So babe, follow us over here. Let me show you really quickly. Take that. And then we'll insert a picture of the presentation here. What we did, we added some curtido that we made earlier. Come back. We added some of the salsa tatemada that we did as well. That's the salsa that goes with everything, y'all. So if you want to learn how to make that one, click on my other video of salsa time, tatemada, and you'll get to see. So we have a chicharrón.
Chicharrón.
Which one you want to try first? Queso. Okay. I'm gonna give you some chile, Bella. Are you gonna handle it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, these look so good. And these cook so quickly, guys. Literally, like 3 to 5 minutes on each side, and they are ready to go. That's why I have my masa like that, and I don't like it too thick. So they can cook quickly. So let me give Bella some of this curtido. Good. Are you hungry? All right, let me taste the chicharrón one. Hold on. I gotta review it because I don't know how this turned out. You gotta give it a taste. Se me hace agua la boca. Delicioso. Ah. It's really good. It's really good, guys. Definitely try this recipe out. This is our style of making pupusas from our cocina to yours. Bye!
Bye!